Find all complex number solutions. Write solutions in terms of I. So we have 6x squared plus 50 equals 8. Now it is a quadratic, which generally that means we need to get everything to one side set equal to 0 and try to factor. But in this particular case, because there's no linear term, it's a little bit easier. All we have to do is just move the constants to one side. So I'll subtract 50 over to the other side, so that gives me 6x squared equals negative 42. And then when I divide both sides by 6, that gives me x squared equals negative 7. And when I try to finally solve this equation, what I would do is take the square root of both sides. And because I'm taking the square root of a squared variable, I need to make sure I use the plus or minus square root. So this would be the plus or minus square root of negative 7. Now, technically speaking, the square root of a negative number isn't defined. We can define it if we allow ourselves to go into the complex realm, which is what they've asked us to do. So the complex realm, what we have is I defined as the square root of negative 1. So if I'm trying to simplify the square root of negative 7, I could say this is negative 1 times 7, and the square root of two things multiplied can be split up into two separate square roots, and therefore this becomes I square root of 7. So x equals the plus or minus I square root of 7. And there's the solutions to the original equation.